Good Monday morning. Welcome to Unit 7 of our ENG110 class. This is your biggest week, really, because it's the week of the argument essay. It's your major assignment for the course. It's a full researched essay. It's where you put all of the lessons that you have hopefully learned in weeks 1 through 6 into practice. I want to point out, I posted the announcement on Friday, but in case you didn't see it while we're talking, I wanted to point out that the school is having a workshop on the argument essay this coming, Tuesday, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. So there's a Teams link for you to join. You can get some extra help with your argument essay. Hear some thoughts about it. I'm going to go over it today as well. But if you want to attend that workshop, the information will still be right there in the announcements. There will be an announcement above it, but it will still be there. So we are entering Unit 7. And one of the things, of course, that you're going to do before you submit your very final version of your argument essay is you're going to write it, finish it, and then take a little time away from it, even if it's only an hour. And then you're going to do some revising and editing. Nobody, and I mean nobody ever in the whole world writes something that is perfect the first time out. So even if we don't leave enough or take enough time for proper revising and editing, it is something that is 100% necessary. Every published book, for example, has gone through a huge editorial process, revision by the author, but also copy editing. So that's what we're learning about this week is what does it mean to revise your work or edit your work. And you're going to do that for yourself before submitting the paper this coming Sunday night, the 23rd. So what are your readings and resources this week? They do focus on the editorial and revision process. There is a reading, a couple little readings, and a video for you to check out. So not a ton of work to do this week in terms of preparing, but you definitely want to take some time to do those things before moving on. The discussion board focuses on the revision process. So for your initial post, the prompt is, some people really love revision. Other people prefer to just hand in what is required of them without revising or changing any of the assignment. Consider the following questions about revision. What is your opinion on revision and how often do you revise your work? What are the dangers of not revising your work? Share an example from your work this term of a piece of writing that you actually revised, that you spent some time going over for whatever part of revision you want to talk about. Then in your responses to others, of course, pose a question about revision that you're interested in having your classmates or instructor answer. How do you plan to use revision going forward? And what is confusing to you about revision? So that's your discussion board. As usual, your own post needs to be up by Wednesday night, and then you have until Sunday to respond in depth to at least 2 others. A lot of you are skipping that part, and you're just giving points away. So please make sure that you use the discussion boards as they are designed to be used, which is to actually discuss things. Then you have, of course, the argument essay. Now, we know what this assignment is. We've gone over it. We know what it is. I am going to point out 2 links within the assignment here. One is the checklist for revisions. I would highly recommend that you actually use that checklist as it is, a checklist, to go back over everything. Like I said, even if you finish your paper at 6 p.m. on Sunday night, give yourself an hour or 2 and then come back to it and go over the checklist. You may also get friends or family to help you revise it. You can use the tutoring system. There's a lot of help out there for revision, but you do need to make sure to do that. And then, of course, this link is the actual assignment sheet. I am going to stress one more time, because this is the last chance I get to. If you are not looking at the assignment sheet before you write it, while you're writing it, and after you've written it, before you turn it in, you are not getting all the points that you could possibly get. I can guarantee you. The vast majority of points that get lost on these assignments, it's because you just didn't do what was asked. So you really need to make sure that you're digging into these and that you are going back over it again before you submit it to make sure you've done what you need to do. Okay. I have a sample argument essay, and I'm going to go over that with you. This is not one of the topics that you could write about. So this is not a, this is not doing anyone's homework for them. This is what your argument essay is going to look and feel like when you're done with it. And I am going to post this for you. So I'm not going to read it to you, but I'm going to post it for you to show you what it looks like. And you also could technically use this as kind of a template as far as the formatting. You do need to change all of the content because this is not one of the topics you could write about anyway. But this is a typical essay. We have an introduction. It opens with a question to kind of get everything going, and it ends with a thesis. In spite of the potential issues, it is vital to the U.S. justice system that all citizens are ready, willing, and able to perform their civic duty and serve on a jury if called. Then we have the reasons. Okay, in this case, the first reason, perhaps the most important argument in favor of citizens embracing jury duty, is right in the title. It is a duty. Okay, then we have proof from research and some discussion of following up the quotes. Another point for being willing to serve on a U.S. jury is that the U.S. Constitution demands it. There's my second reason that jury duty should be embraced. Again, there's research to back that up, as well as interpretation and analysis from the writer. Another benefit of embracing jury duty rather than trying to avoid it is that participants come away with a much better understanding of the court system. So reason number 3. And then finally, according to Melsheimer and Smith, jury trials can potentially be problematic in terms of how attorneys try to stack juries in their favor. So that is a reason why being open and honest when you're going to serve on a jury is important. And then, of course, we have a conclusion. That's it. There's your essay. We do have a references page. You will notice when you're looking over this that everything that is cited in the document is also on the references page and vice versa. So look this over carefully. If you've got any questions about the sample, feel free to reach out. If you've got any questions about your own essay, feel free to reach out about that as well. And I will be back here one more time with you on next Monday for our final week. In the meantime, I'm around if you need me. Take care, everybody, and have a great week 7.